What's up guys, it's your style guy Tony, and today I'll be showing you 4 essential items for building a streetwear closet. But first of all, what is streetwear? What are the essential items and what should you buy first? In this video, I'll lay out everything, so let's get right into it. There's no formal definition of streetwear, but it entails everything from like skateboarders outfit to old school and high-end and even grunge looks. And if you just got interested in streetwear, you might find yourself in a chaotic world where you think you need so many things to layer and like so many different designer stuff. So in this video, I'll give you a guide on how to build a proper streetwear closet and give you the essential items that you need to buy first. Now, let's get rid of the intro talks and get right to the point. The first one is pants. When creating streetwear outfits, a lot of people name shoes as the most essential item and like the thing that determines the most for streetwear. However, I think it's the pants that make all the difference. It's something that not a lot of people put much effort into when they're shopping because I feel like, even for myself, I spend most of my time shopping tops. However, when I'm trying to build an outfit, it's the pants that really like determine the mood. So I highly recommend finding the right pants, especially for streetwear, because streetwear, you got a lot of pants. Now, let's see an example. These are two similar outfits, but the one with prints all over his pants make the look more coherent. It's like more of embodying the street style, whereas just a plain white pants, it's kind of like, I'm interested in streetwear, I kind of want to start it. It gives that type of mood. To me, it doesn't give that coherent look that the printed pants give. So now you can feel the importance of pants, but there are way too many options, and since you're here to find answers, I've narrowed it down to 3 different styles. The first one is cargo pants. These can never be neglected when you're talking about streetwear. They go well with like 99% of streetwear styles, so find something that you like and fill up the colors. Black, olive, light olive, these are the most versatile colors, and once you fill those up, try to go with like unique details and different cuts. In terms of the fit, slim and tapered cargos have been around for a while, so I personally prefer like either balloon or loose cargo pants. These give more of that OG old school feel, whereas the slim and tapered ones, they're kind of more formal. Another tip when you're wearing these is to utilize synthetic fabrics. Nylon, polyester, rayons, and etc. They go really well with cargo pants because they both share the utilitarian mood. So that sums up the first one. So the next is tie-dye. These are pants that are almost exclusive to streetwear, so definitely make use of it. If cargo pants are the jabs, tie-dyes are like the uppercuts. These are the pants that will really impress people, but you wouldn't use it too often. So start by investing in like small chunks of money, because even if you go to like small streetwear shops or vintage shops, you can find cheap tie-dye ones. Also, it does take time and effort and courage to get used to that exaggerated printed pattern, so I would start by getting something that you're comfortable to wear with. Maybe something that has like fully black but little bits of bleach all over it. That's kind of like the comfort zone. You don't have to start with like white pants with purple dye all over it. That's not the case. And when it comes to fits, I think wide pants look much better than slim tie-dye ones because streetwear is all about exaggeration and you want that wide volume to just basically blow up your outfit. This goes for both short and tall people because I think streetwear is a lot about like how flashy you are and how much emphasis you have. Like if you walk into the room, you want to have that impact, and wide fits, they definitely provide that. And the last tip when wearing these is don't go for subtle tops. You don't want to match it with subtle tops. You want like big prints or at least a print, like at least letters. You just don't want this plain sweatshirt to go with the tie-dye pants. Go for things that have a lot of details so that it can match the messy mood that it provides. And if you are wondering why your outfit doesn't look the same as the ones on Instagram and you're like, oh, I feel like I have these items, then maybe look again. Maybe the pants are different. Maybe the fit of the pants are different. Or maybe the shoes are different. And speaking of shoes, let's move on to shoes. We got Jordans, Vans, and Converse. As we all know, shoes are kind of like the foundations and the fundamental piece in streetwear. So if you're looking for street style shoes, you can never go wrong with Jordans. I personally like the highs more than the dunks or the lows, but recently I feel like there's a huge hype around dunks. But yeah, I don't know, depends on what you like. It honestly depends on what you like. Highs, dunks, lows, these are all personal preference. But if you ask me, would I pay like $500 for dunks or highs, anything Jordan, would I pay like $500-600? My answer is no, because when I'm looking for shoes, I'm more looking for like quality and how it looks overall. I'm not too much about the hype person, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of moved away from streetwear. I try to buy something and everything's like resold. Anyway, everything's like bumped up to like 2x, 3x price. I'm like, do I really have to pay this? Like it costs like maybe $50 to manufacture it and you're paying like $600. It really depends on like what type of value you have in mind. If you value more of the aesthetics, definitely go for Jordans. I feel like there's not many shoes that everyone recognizes. It's like, oh, that's Jordans. That's like Jordan, like Chicago. Not everyone does that for every single shoes. So if recognition is something that's important in your outfit, definitely go for it. And that's what streetwear is about. Streetwear is about recognition. That's why you have like Vetements, Balenciagas, like you have all these logos stuck on like your front and back. So that's what streetwear is about, and I don't hate it. It's like just two different styles. If you want to hide the logos, go for minimal. If you want to show the logos, go for street. Like they're just two different styles. Let's get into actually styling it. When styling Jordans, I really like to utilize the colors of the Jordans. You can either mix the colors of your Jordan with a slight hint of your outfit, or you can use it as a sole attention grabber. This is a really easy way to elevate your outfit. So for example, if you see this guy, he has like purple prints on him and his shoes have purple hints. So that kind of makes that coherent look. And even from afar, you can tell that he took care of his colors. And when it comes to streetwear, I like it when the shoes grab sole attention because that's what streetwear is about. It's not about subtle details. It's more about like, boom, like I'm here, that type of details. And that brings me to a line of shoes, which basically has all the colors you can think of. These are Converse and Vans. As I mentioned, I feel like streetwear looks really nice when the shoes catch the eyes and it just has a really special detail. Vans and Converse can really achieve this because first of all, they have all the colors. They have all the vivid colors you can think of. And secondly, they have so many collabs. It's almost like the same level as Nike. I think Nike has more, but Vans and Converse, they also have a lot of collabs. So if you're just getting into streetwear and you don't want to invest as much as like Jordan's price tag, definitely look for Converse and Vans. They have like all the colors. I personally love red, orange, green. Yeah, those are kind of like my favorites. These Converse or Vans, you can style it with like a lot of outfits, with casual or minimal outfits. These can be worn at any time, any season. So I recommend trying vivid color Vans or Converse if you're just getting into it. And when you're styling with vibrant, vivid colors, you don't have to take care much of the other tones. Your shoes are just a sole attention grabber. So just wear like red Converse, and even if you wear like all gray like sweats, that's gonna look nice. One thing to keep in mind for those who only buy black shoes, which is also me, I should keep this in mind, is that when you're buying like exaggerated shoes, it doesn't look as weird as you thought it might if you put it on your feet, because feet, like in terms of your outfit, feet is at the very bottom. So all those colors and details, they blend into your outfit. It doesn't come out of it. And especially as you wear it, it's get dusted out. You're gonna get more comfortable wearing it. So I recommend actually trying shoes on, because if you see it, it might be like, oh, how am I gonna wear that? But once you put it on your feet, it might not look as like exaggerated as you thought. And now we've built the bottom half. What's for the uppers? Obviously vintage prints and designers if you can afford a hefty price tag. They're really expensive. Like if you look at designer hoodies, it's probably like 600, 700 before sales. So that's a lot of money. A lot of people ask me or other people, is something worth the price? I feel like that's a hard question to answer because it really depends on like what you value. If I'm like the son of Bill Gates, I don't know if he has a son, but if I'm the son of Bill Gates and he asks like, is the $600 hoodie worth it? He'll be like, yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's nothing. You can spend it like every day. But if I'm like myself and I ask myself, is it worth spending $600 for a hoodie? I'll be like, probably not. And if you're the one asking, is something worth it? Probably means that it's not worth it for you, because if it was worth it, you wouldn't have considered it. You'll be like, okay, that's worth it. I'm just gonna get it. Or even if it's worth it, it's kind of like not worth for your wallet. Your wallet's not gonna like it. So keep that in mind. But if you ask me, are designer stuff worth something? I feel like one part that is worth it is when you're talking with girls, they have something to have like a conversation with. They'll be like, oh, is that like Balenciaga? And I'll be like, yeah, and we'll start talking. That's one thing that's worth it. But if you're a good talker, you just earned yourself like $600. Other than that part, is mostly about self-satisfaction. It's like, do I feel good in it? Do I feel more confident? If you feel more confident in something, that's a huge power. So yeah, judge it on yourself. Now let's get the rantings off. What I like to consider when I'm looking for tops is, can I wear with other stuff that I have? It's more of like, does it match my wardrobe color? Does it match my mood? That's what I consider more than the logos. If it doesn't, and I can't instantly think of an outfit that I can just build right away, I'll just skip it, because I've had a time where I would just buy whatever looks like good in my eyes, and I had all of them and I'm like, I have no outfits to build. So don't be like me and actually consider your wardrobe. Buy stuff that you can utilize rather than like, something looks nice, I should get it. And a tip for streetwear overall is that you mostly look more designer if you invest less on pants and more on the tops and the shoes. I'm not saying have like one pants and just invest everything. I'm saying price per piece. So if you have like $1,000 to spend, for example, I would spend 400 on shoes, 400 on tops, 200 on pants. That way you get the most designer out of your money. And I feel like when I buy designer for streetwear, I definitely want the logo that's visible, because why would I hide it? Streetwear is all about like showing off and flashy, and I just spent like $400 on sweatshirt. I want to show it. Okay, now we've come a long way. And lastly, don't turn it off right now. I'll show you the last part. Lastly is headwear. When you think of streetwear, there's always a lot going on. Take a look at this outfit again. It's a really nice outfit, I'm not gonna lie, but if he had like a bucket hat to just cover half of his face, it would give more of that street and like it gives more of that like mysterious look. Outfits entail how coherent your entire fit is from your head to toe. And a lot of people struggle with their head. So for example, if my hair was like something else, if my hair was like just average normal hair that I had in grade 11, I wouldn't have the same mood that I have if I go for like ethnic wear. It wouldn't look right. It'd just be like, did you borrow someone's clothes? It just doesn't look right. Now, hats are kind of a way to get out of this trap hole. So if you wear a hat, you're basically hiding your hairstyle, and without the hairstyle, you can be coherent from head to toe. There are 3 types of hats that are really common in streetwear. The first one is bucket hats. The second one is ball caps, and the third ones are beanies. Bucket hats fit people who have relatively small face. Like a lot of like Western, like white people, Caucasian, they have small face compared to Asians. And by having that narrow face structure, you can kind of hide inside the hat, and that provides, like I said, the mysterious mood. And by the way, I'm not being racist at all. It's just science. It's just how we're built differently with our skulls. Like depending on your race, it's kind of different. It's something that you should consider, just like your height when you're thinking of like what outfits to wear, or like your body structure. And since you want to provide that obscure mood, it goes really well with like darker outfits rather than bright outfits. You can easily wear it with bright outfits, but if you're just starting and you just bought a bucket hat and you're like, oh, how do I wear it? Just try like going with full black and just like a lot of printing details. Those can go really well with bucket hats. Ball caps fit most people as long as you pick the right size. So if you're just starting to invest in headwear, I definitely recommend starting with ball caps. You can wear these all season, and even if you don't like streetwear in the end, you can definitely wear it for like casual outfits, minimal outfits, doesn't matter. So I would personally buy baseball caps, beanies, and bucket hats in this order. And lastly, beanies. There's nothing better in winter than keeping your head warm. It makes a huge difference. I think short beanies look really nice, and these fit people who have like relatively small upper portion, like from here to here. You want it to be like kind of small so that it sits right on top of it. In terms of the mood, it's like warm and wintry, so I definitely recommend it for like outfits that have oversized hoodies or like a puff down jacket and things that are kind of like wintry outfits. Woo! So now I've covered all the essential items for building a streetwear closet. I'll be making more essential item series, so give this video a like, subscribe, because if you don't, you might miss out. I hope you have a wonderful day and watch my other videos to improve your style. Bye!